King of Evil is back. Or kind of. In the new trailer, we see a mummified man with long red hair and Gerudo symbols galore. Who else would it be but the Gerudo King himself? But something I find even more interesting is how long has this body been down there? What's up, my homies? It's Edible.
Incredible.
Our boy Ganondorf is on the verge of being resurrected. Oh man, that feels so good to say. I wasn't sure if Nintendo was throwing away this villain for good, since his form of Calamity Ganon in Breath of the Wild was apparently him giving up on reincarnation. Well, Dark Beast Ganon was specifically, but maybe Zelda was wrong. It wouldn't be the first time.
And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
Sorry, Zelda. We all make mistakes. I still love you. Anyway, the question that's plaguing my mind is what the hell is Calamity Ganon? The Calamity's first attack was 10,000 years ago, while the Sheikah tech was at its prime. It sounds like Ganon didn't have a chance to do anything malicious until the second Calamity. So was the first just Ganon testing the waters? Seeing what the royal family would respond with? But it's also likely he just didn't see the opposing technology until it was too late. Urbosa mentions the Yiga clan were planning on resurrecting him. Who knows what exactly resurrecting Ganon entails, but did he return to Hyrule right after his resurrection, or did he wait once he was revived for a more viable moment to strike? He was still attempting to regenerate a physical form, but was forced to confront Link in an incomplete state, according to the Hyrule Compendium. Does this mean his possession of the Guardians and Divine Beasts was actually a plan B? To buy more time in hope of achieving that physical form. In a video by Nintendo Black Crisis, he believes Ganon responded to Mipha, who could have been on the verge of informing Zelda the key to unlocking her stealing power. I'll be sure to link it down below, definitely worth your time. But was Ganon watching over them to keep tabs on Zelda's understanding of the stealing power? If so, where was he hiding? Underground? Ganondorf is known to be a mastermind when it comes to strategizing a plan to trigger his opposition. Even when his opponent responds, he's proven time and time again to fire back with another plan of his own. He didn't just possess the Guardians and Divine Beasts, but also created the Blight Ganons. He was successful in wiping out the champions, even though he wasn't completely ready to show himself. Once Link made it to Hyrule Castle, he had no other choice but to combat Link with this form. Even after his Dark Beast aura was vanquished by Zelda, his body seems to still reside underground. Was all these forms of Ganon created by the Malice stripping from his body? To ensure even if they were defeated, he'd still have his original self. If you look closely, his body appears to be wrapped like a mummy. Was this to preserve himself for later, for a worst case scenario? Or is this just the result of the seal's influence on his body? So back to Calamity Ganon. His appearance acts as if he's mindless, but this may not be 100% true. This body must be linked to the Calamity in some form, because when he wakes, his pupils resemble eyes of Malice. Could Calamity Ganon be the manifestation of Ganondorf's true intentions? Similar to a persona? In part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, they introduced stands, an embodiment of someone's wit and mental determination. It's represented as a ghostly figure that shadows the user. This reminds me of the Calamity's aura that used to linger around Hyrule Castle. A stand can't move very far from its user, but it varies depending on the user's abilities. Ganondorf's body is thought to reside deep below Hyrule Castle. Could this be why his Calamity constantly circled the castle from above, not being able to move any farther? Whenever the Calamity's shown, it always falls back into the castle. Is it attached to Ganondorf's body? Sure, it's probably just Zelda's essence bringing him back, but when the Calamity first appears, it still just remains around the castle. In JoJo, when a stand is defeated, the user will perish along with it. Could the crippled version of his body be the result of his Calamity's demise? Of course, if the rules of JoJo coincide with Zelda, then Ganondorf would have died alongside his Calamity. But this is Zelda. It's probably not exactly how a stand works, but I just thought the similarities were interesting enough to bring up. So after voicing this video, I saw Zeltec upload a similar concept. He believes Calamity Ganon is a puppet version of Ganondorf, which makes a lot of sense, especially when he brought up how close the puppet Ganons in the Wind Waker resemble that of the Calamity forms. When I was writing this video, I more so envisioned Ganondorf's true intentions personified as a stand or persona, meaning it's a symbol of Ganondorf's psychological makeup. makeup, showcasing itself as Ganondorf's Calamity. The Calamity not being able to leave Hyrule Castle and being forced to linger near Ganondorf might back this up. And if the damage done to his body was because of the Calamity's destruction, but it might just be the seal's influence. Then again, this is just a speculation video. Either way, I'll still link his video down below. Props to him for beating me to the similar idea. It's crazy how there's so many new mysteries now because of one short trailer. What a time to be a fan of this beloved series. As always, I hope you all stay hyped. Peace.